I ain't got time for this. I am stuck. Stuck, I tell you. Look at this. 4 low. There's just something about this corner that it stays more damp than the rest of the road. You can see. I made fine just up through there. I was carrying my tilt bucket in the bed of the truck, and I guess that just took too much weight off my front end. I came plowing up through here in true hillbilly fashion. I turned the wheels, and I kept going straight toward that pine. About took me out. But we will prevail today. Hope y'all enjoy the show. Here's why I say I haven't got time for this. That little blue dot right there is us, and all the rest of that is snow. Look at that. We got snow, a little bit of rain there, and freezing rain. It's right on top of us. All right, let me just explain my thought process here. We're going to have just a little bit of water coming down this other road that tries to turn, but also up here is where the main issue is kind of starting. If you saw my last walk where I walked this whole road, you could see that this pipe right here was functioning very well. You can see some sediment gathering here, but it's not clogging up the pipe. Plenty of fall. And this section of road used to be a lot lower. We hauled a whole lot of dirt from that turnaround up top, but I still wasn't quite able to get fall on this. This is sitting pretty much perfectly level with just a little bit of fall going this way. During the storm walk, water was gathering here for the most part. This is just a little bit of a low spot, and it's a little bit wide. That's what made it look like it was such a big puddle. But water was trickling out through here and cutting across. This is where the game plan gets really fun. I love doing drainage. Absolutely love it. You can probably tell I'm a little more excited in this video than the past few videos of this project because we're coming down to the end and we're just doing some fine tuning. Ordered this 6-inch double wall pipe. It's going to be plenty to gather the water that we need to. This is where it's really going to make a difference. This T is going to sit right in there. The reason for a T instead of just an open end is it really allows me to tuck this up against the bank without material falling off the bank and clogging the tip as easily. The end of this is going to get built up quite a bit more with rock. I really want to do a good thick entrance here because all the construction trucks to build the home are going to be diving off the side of the road and really pounding it in. This pipe is so anxious to work, it's already running water. Ain't even in the ground. How about that? Run up here, get the excavator, we'll throw this thing in the ground and move on with our day. All right, it's gonna be a good day. We'll solve all the world's drainage problems, one pipe at a time. Just pack that bank in as good as possible. Make my little lower area. Something for that T to sit down in. Oh yeah, that's real good. That's gonna sit in there real nice. The key now, this is only from about right here to the other side of the travel portion is only 9 feet. That's not a lot of room for me to get this section of pipe over here deep enough to where when trucks are coming and going and running right by that T, that it's going to be deep enough to carry the load. I've always got a razor blade handy. Go. Oh yeah, that's good. There's no way this is going to be higher than the sides, so it'll collect every bit of the water that comes through here. I ever mentioned how much I love drainage. This small stuff's even more enjoyable because it's light. You can handle it by hand. It's great. Great stuff, I tell you. Man, I got that pretty good to start with. Let's say this should snap in. Right, just past that. Come on. Oh yeah, that's good. Maybe. Oh yeah, that's good. You don't want your water coming out the end and falling. That's where you'll start bad erosion. So I'm actually going to come up to right here, roughly. We're going to cut through this guy. There. Perfect. Perfect. One thing that I will point out that is very important, I'm going to start backfilling my trench from this end. That way it works that pipe back this way as it presses it down. If anything, you don't want to cover your T, because if you had extensions off either end of that T, that pipe could separate even if you put screws in it. We're just going to put a little dirt there. I got a little root there. I won't put it in the travel way. You won't see that pipe bounce a lot. You do not want a belly in a small pipe like that. It does not take much of a belly to really collect material and clog. I'm actually not seeing that pipe bouncing at all. A couple of laurel leaves there. I'm not really concerned about them. I'll start out lightly pushing down on that dirt. That thing is bedded in really well, I think. So we can go ahead, once your pipe is completely covered, you can just grab your material and pull it in. Now with all the passes I'm going to make with the dump truck, this will get packed in very nicely. And I'm going to pull my dirt more toward the center of the road. And that way, once I get done, it'll be easier to grade a crown out than try to pull it in. I'll finish covering this up and we'll see how it ends up. Just brought the excavator back up to the top, put the forestry mulching head back on. I've got to do a whole lot more mulching right through this stretch of road. If you like that kind of work, head over to my other channel, Digging Life Deeper. Check it out. For now, I want to finish up this culvert down here. Got to grab the skid steer, want to haul some good dirt down there, add a little bit more on top. Getting soupy up here, I know that. Soupy, soupy. Stir this stuff up a little bit. Oh yeah, that's good and dry on the inside. One or two scoops I think will do it. One or two. So a lot of you out there ask me, when you guys are putting a pipe in and you go to backfill, you never have enough dirt left over. You ask me why, I'm really glad you asked that question. I have no idea. You're losing dirt somewhere, and so am I, because it happens to me too. Friends, I am very pleased that we got this pipe in. It's just now starting to sprinkle real good. I'd rather it be snow. I enjoy snow a lot more than rain. The inflow sides of these tees are very thin, so you kind of got to be careful, but you can see it's pretty rigid. Both ends are open. I got a little dirt to clean out there. Left it mounted up just a little bit to account for compaction. We have drainage. Coffee time. Now that's good. Well, hello, Eli. Okay, before I head up to do some mulching, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this dirt out of this pipe here. Ow! Ah, dang it. I'll get him. I'm gonna get him. All right. I swear, the next time I get close enough to get my hands on that gopher, it's gonna be the end. Kids, your parents, they hadn't been no help. This thing's been after me for a long time now, and I don't ever get any warnings. Y'all gonna have to start yelling at the screen or something. He's just too quick. Too quick for me. One last rundown before I jump into that forestry mulcher. Let me just go over with you guys the plan for the next couple of days. So right now it's in the 40s and this road is just muck. However, tomorrow, we're gonna start out in the morning time. Temperature's gonna fall all night long, starting about 5 a.m., it's 34 degrees. By 6 a.m., 32 degrees, we start to freeze. By noon, we're gonna be down to 23 degrees Fahrenheit, we're in America. And it's gonna keep dropping. By 8 p.m. tomorrow night, we'll be at 14 degrees. It's gonna be too wet tomorrow, but things are gonna freeze more and more throughout the day tomorrow. Then Wednesday, we drop to about 25 degrees during the daytime. I think Wednesday is gonna be a day that we may be able to get some stone on this road. You guys keep your fingers crossed and hopefully we'll be trucking.